What's good, YouTube? Big Eric coming at ya. Let's see. What is it? Well, it's technically, I think, Thursday now. It's just after midnight. Let's go see, actually. So I like to make sure that's on my videos, so when I organize them, I know. Thursday, March 21st, 1:22 a.m. So my electrical. We're starting over. For starters, I bought, let's go in here with this. You guys had seen what I bought. The first electrician I had out here told me everything was hunky-dory and that's what I needed, and once I had that, I'd be good to go, and he's the one that told me I had too many lights. So, you know, I made sure I went and got what I was told to get, and sorry I'm putting you on the tripod, and now I can't get a hold of the fucking guy, which is fine. I'm just gonna use somebody else. It's easier that way. I'm not in a great big rush to get it done, but I like to know where my money's going and how much of it's going where. And what happened, I think, is you know, he argued with me over my lights, and I argued back and went back and forth. And I told you that story, and then I told him it had to be permitted because, you know, a lot of these guys, and I totally understand, come in. I've had several contractors now come in and say, "Oh, you don't need a permit. This we can just do it, you know, on the down low." Well, which is fine until something happens, or I go to sell this place, and that was never permitted, and I get in trouble. Or, you know, it catches fire and homeowners don't cover it. Or, you know, there's multiple things. But I had already told the building inspector that I was putting electricity into the building. So, you know, he's not the same guy that would inspect, but he knows it's going to happen. So it's just as easy to pull a $35 permit. So I had a guy come out yesterday, and mind you, I've ordered my own panel, my own breakers, all my boxes, my wire, my fittings, my outlets, my everything. I need this guy to make the connection at the main box, at my panel, and install one outlet. It was $2,100 and some change, and I about had a heart attack. I figured I was fucked, that I was gonna have to save for a few months to have electric put in it. I had some other appointments on the back burner for today, and I had a guy come out, and being it that I have a manufactured home, that causes problems if the power, if they're working on the service in the house, but they're not. So there's a little bit of, it can be a hassle, I guess, and which makes no sense. And the guy, even the electrician, said it's stupid because he says they have stronger regulations for manufactured homes. He says than they do stick-built homes. He says then you see these guys build, you know, $3 million stick-built home and it burned down. And he says you see a guy get a single-wide trailer and never ever have a problem. He said, so he said it should be the same, but it's not. So anyhow, back to the shop. So this guy come out and he says, well, so he goes, usually we don't, we like to get everything. He says, but you got everything you need and proper. And I said, yeah, and I told him about the lights, and he said, that's great, more the merrier. He says, but the problem is you have Schedule 40 stuff, and he says you can't use Schedule 40 out of the ground. It has to be Schedule 80. And then he said, so you have to take your stuff back that's all in Schedule 40 and get Schedule 80, and the box that goes on the outside to bring the power in through the building, he says, it has to be metal. And I went, well, okay. So he goes, and I hate to tell you this, he goes, but your boxes, he goes, we run into this a lot. He goes, these are called handy boxes. And he says, they are so far from handy, it's unreal. He said, if you were running a wire in to a single outlet, not daisy chaining, that this would be fine. He says, the problem you run into is after you get the plug in there and the legal amount of wire that's supposed to be pulled and then put back into the box. He says they're not big enough to house all that wire and daisy chain, so he says they're big enough for a feed in, but not a feed in and a feed out. So that's fine, I'll take them back. He said, so take those back, get the square boxes. He says they make them with tabs, they're easier to screw down. He says get your industrial face plates, and he goes, wham bam, thank you ma'am. And I said, alright. So and also this breaker is a double pole 50, and that's what that first guy told me I needed, was a double pole 50, which made sense to me. A 50 and 50 is 100, but it was wrong. I need a double pole 100. So this is going back tomorrow, and I'll get a double pole 100. And just so you guys know, this is a Eaton, and that's Cutler hammer. The reason I went with Cutler hammer is I have a Cutler hammer box on my pole, and I figured I'd match it. I know everybody mentioned the square D, and I took that into consideration, but Cutler hammer breakers are much cheaper than square D breakers, for one, and I have the little hardware store here in town carries only Cutler hammer, no square D. So I'd have to go into Clovis or the other town to get my my square D stuff from Lowe's. So Cutler hammer, and the electrician said that's fine. So what I got today is I took everything back, and I got all metal. All metal. I got the compression fittings, so that when we come down out of the box into this, we got the compression fittings there, here, then into the, I've got two sweeps, one that'll go up my shop wall and one that'll go up the telephone pole. So I got both of those. They're 1.25 inches like I was told to get. That's very good. I've got these. This one is metal. I swore it was plastic, but it's metal. You can tell when you hit your teeth, or But anyway, I got these. They do come with a little screw thing. They're meant, that piece there. So I can just take it off. I don't know if it really matters. Maybe I'll leave it on. And then that'll screw in right there. That'll screw in right there. Then I'll have a piece of pipe come out of this one, and this will hook into the back of the panel that I'm installing, and then the wire will come right through into this one, into the panel. And then I got another one of these for the box, the panel that's on my pole, and this will hook on the bottom, and it'll come out the bottom and into a sweep, you know, into a straight piece. I bought two 10-foot pieces of metal conduit, so now I'm not going to have to worry about any coed stuff. It's all metal. I'm not fucking with any of the plastic stuff, and it really makes things a little easier because I'm not guessing, and I wanted to buy it all because it saves you a little money when the contractor doesn't have to get it. So I got all that, and then I bought the industrial plates, and let's see, these are, says 1/2 to 3/4. Oh, the holes, the knockouts are either 1/2 inch or 3/4. There's a 3/4 on the bottom or a 1/2 inch inside. It's, I don't know how deep these are. I guess they're about, they make ones that are much deeper, but I figured these would be fine. You know, the plate will go on like that, and then I've got these feet here to screw it right down to where I want it, and it'll look real nice. Let me see here what this the depth is about. About 1.5 inches. So we're about 1.5 inches deep. And then with you know, with the face plate, you get another 1/4 inch. So you know, it gives you about 2 inches worth of room inside the box after it's all said and done. The nice thing about this is if I want to add an outlet in here and just go buy a faceplate that has two outlets in it, I can. So that'll help me down the road if I want to do that. I told the guy everything I wanted to do, and he had no qualms with anything. Just a real good guy. And I bought, just for now, and I installed it because I wanted to see how it looked, but I bought just one cover because I'm just hooking up the one outlet and it has to be this one. And I've got 3 more of these to run all my other circuits off my other circuits, but I just wanted to hook it up and see how it looked, you know, and how it looked in the box. You know, I don't know, it's like a kid at Christmas, you know. You just want to see that stuff, and there's, you know, there's ample room. There's probably a, well, I'll show you right here off the side. You know, I've got plenty of room there, you know. So I'm happy. I'm happy I got these. I wanted to get these first, but I wanted to save some money, you know. So it all worked out for me anyway. So this is what I've got now. I bought 20 boxes, or no, I take that back. I bought 19 outlet boxes and 15 plates, and just one of the plates for this right now. I need to buy 3 more, and then I need to order, or maybe I'll just buy it from the electrician. I need to get a 3-gang box for my overhead light switch when I put the switches in. Lowe's here doesn't carry a 3-gang box, so that's where I am, guys. So that's an electrical update for you. I just thought I'd let y'all know, and we will, as soon as I get my, here we go, as soon as I get my my panel, my outlets, my switches, and my quick connect-ins for the armor cable, I will call my electrician back and have him come do it. Both of them, I had 2 different guys out today. I shook with the first guy that come out. He said it shouldn't be over 300. If it goes over 300, he'd be really upset with his guys. I asked him if he would like me to start hooking all this stuff up, and he went, nope. He said, just leave it in a pile and my guys will hook it all up. He says it ain't gonna take them but 10-15 minutes to make all the connections. He says they shouldn't be there no more than 2 hours. He said, so I'll send 2 guys out. I went, alright, I appreciate it. So, and that's with a permit. So, a $300 to $400 bid versus a $2,100 bid is a big difference, and that just goes to show me, as the first guy, I didn't want to do the fucking job. That's all there was to it, and I don't understand why. I don't understand. And then the second guy that came out today, he said, well, it should be under 500. So that's where I thought it should be. I figured 200 or 300. The first guy that came out said 200 or 300. But I don't think he is. I don't think he's licensed. I think that's what I ran into with him, and I think that's why I can't get a hold of him no more, because of the permit. And it has to have a permit. But anyway, guys, thanks for following. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the advice and the help. You have no idea how grateful I am for all the information that I've been getting, help, advice, everything. That is, it's almost overwhelming at times. Thank you for understanding what I said with my hands and that typing. I did type some stuff back last night. My hands feel a little better today. But it's life. It'll get worse again, and it'll slowly just go downhill. But who cares about that? I will turn you guys back on when I get the other electrical stuff and show you what I've got coming in. And like I said, I just wanted to really say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me, and that may sound silly to some people, but I truly like the interaction, and I truly like the help and advice. Everything, I don't know everything, and I'm willing to listen. I'm not too arrogant. There's a few people that I watch that are very arrogant, that don't take advice. They ask for it, but they don't want it. And I'll never ask for something that I'm not willing to listen to or look up or any of that. So, thank you. Have a great night. Have a great rest of the week. If I get my stuff tomorrow, I hope it should be start getting in tomorrow. I will get another video together. But until then, guys, take care. We'll see you again.